Hey guys, welcome back to Bike Geeks. Today we're taking a peek at the Bike Mount Pro from Peak Design. So welcome back to Bike Geeks, and so with this Bike Mount Pro, this is one of the new various mounts that Peak Design has brought out for their new mobile line of products, which is right now live on Kickstarter. So if you're watching this is the 19th of October in 2020. Today, they launched a Kickstarter campaign on the various products that Peak Design is offering for mounts, as well as that go with their everyday case that is for the various phones out there. So, this is an iPhone 11 Pro. They do have the new iPhone 12s coming out. They are bringing this out for the iPhone 12s as well as for the Samsung Galaxy S20s. It is, in my opinion, and maybe you've watched some other mounts that I've had on this channel as well. I've had a few. It is by far my favorite phone mount that I've ever gotten the chance to use. So, let me show it to you. Let me show you why I like it as much as I like it. Let me show you what has changed from my existing handlebar setup to my new handlebar setup, and then we'll close it out. So yeah, come on in. So this is the Bike Mount Pro from Peak Design. Now this is, as you can see, an out front design. It's what it's kind of designed to be. You don't have to have it in the center. I have it in the center, so it's kind of in line with my stem. I think it looks really good. Essentially, this design allows for the case, which has this ceramic plate in the center with 4 aligning magnets that go inside this guy here. Essentially what it does is it locks into place. So you can kind of see there is a mechanical lock mechanism right here built into the actual mount itself, and you can push either side. It doesn't matter. You don't have to put both buttons at the same time. One or the other will unlock it. You can actually turn this 90 degrees, so if you prefer to have your phone in landscape mode, that way you can get to it from the top or the bottom. So there's a lot of different ways you can mount this mount. But essentially it's quick and easy. Really quick and easy. Faster than even my Morpheus mount that I had prior to this. And then it locks on, and I could lift my bike up with this if I really wanted to. And then I can, from either side, I just push that button in and lift on the phone, and she unlocks. So, really fast, really easy to unlock and unmount, really easy to change direction if I want to. The alignment of this is better than any alignment I've ever used before. So I'm going to throw some people out there. My Morpheus mount that I've had before that I had the quad lock mount. They're great in their own regard. This is better in almost every single way possible, in my opinion. This is an opinion, of course. Built all out of aluminum, has kind of a rubber gasket, so it actually, even when it seats down, it sits really good. That mechanism actually sits on the top of that square plate there that actually goes inside the square backing here. And so it's quick, it's easy, locks on, really strong, really solid, and even if I have to do something real quick on my phone and I'm riding, it's real fast and easy to throw it back on, and it locks into place really, really quick and easily. That's not the only thing I like about this. Yes, the mount is obviously the primary scope of this, but there's more. We're going to go into, first, the clamp mechanism, which you can see is aluminum clamps onto my handlebar. Does come with a couple different spacers here, so depending on how thick your handlebar is, the size of it, there are a couple different, shims, I guess, to get it to fit on different parts of the handlebar real quick and easily. So that does come with it as well. And my second favorite feature is on the bottom. So here we are looking from it from the front viewpoint. So we're going to first show this, and then we're going to go into various ways you can mount this whole setup. But you can see that I actually have down here an action camera mount, or a GoPro mount, whatever you want to call it. How it actually comes, this does not actually come pre-attached. It comes in the box as an accessory that you can attach to it. So this is the washer that a bolt obviously goes through and attaches the top, the actual mount itself, to the arm. That bolt you remove the washer, and you replace the washer with the GoPro mount. And then it does come with everything's on the same Allen wrench. So the bottom bolt down here, the mount bolt that goes onto your handlebar, all the same Allen wrench that it comes with. Same with this bolt that's actually in the GoPro mount to start. is the same exact Allen key as, well, the rest of it. I don't like having to use the Allen wrench to get my GoPro mount off. However, it is the same exact threading as the actual thumb screw that you can get with your GoPro itself, or with any action camera accessory, to be honest. Exact same threading. So, in this case, I have my GoPro Hero 9, which has the integrated mount. I slide that into the GoPro mount, or the action camera mount, if you don't want to do branding, right? And now I have my GoPro underneath, but this obviously automatically realigns the video so it's right side up. And then I have my mount, my phone. So now I have a fully integrated action camera mount with my phone, right? And it is solid. It works really good. Now, of course, getting to the button to start and stop recording is going to be a little bit harder, but you can get the remote if you like as well. To be honest, I just reach down and hit the button. Once you do it for a few times, it's not that hard to find it. It really isn't. But that takes the place of two items I used to have on my handlebars. So this was my phone mount here before, my Morpheus mount with my Morpheus case. And then I had this aluminum, this is a talon mount that actually went around, the other part of the mount's back there. But this is what I actually mounted my GoPro on, which does get the GoPro higher, right? But I have just the same amount of capability, a lot of ball head movement here. Nice aluminum mount. But you can see how much more space this takes up versus what this takes up. This really simplifies my entire setup and opens up, less clutter, but also makes it easier if I want to mount other things on my handlebar. I can also adjust the scope and angle of the mount in general. So if I actually go back into here and just loosen up the actual clamp, I mean, I can bring this up, right? If I need to raise this up a little more, I can do that, or if I want to bring it down. Of course, you have your cables here. It just gives you an option. Now, if you're in a specific scenario that maybe you have a handlebar bag or something that would get in the way of this specific GoPro mount, it's not that big of a deal, because you can always add another mount off to the side and bring it up. It's just that you'll always have this integrated into the bottom of your phone mount that you already have. So now I wanted to go into some various options that you have with this specific mount. When you undo the bolt as well, all the way, the nice thing is it does have kind of a little rubber gasket on it, so the bolt just doesn't fly out onto the ground and then you lose it forever, right? So it always will stay in that clamp, unless maybe that you lose that rubber piece as well. It's just a little rubber gasket around the actual bolt. Just it's a nice little addition. Thank you, Peak Design. That's awesome. So you can see I had it on kind of like this, right? Now I could, if I needed to, put it on the other side, get it off to the side, so maybe if I had something else in the middle taking up room. Same thing goes if I already have maybe a cycling computer that sits out front like this and actually mounts the cycling computer up here, I can actually turn this around and go the other way and bring this down here. Now, of course, I would probably want to remove the GoPro mount so that it actually can get down closer to the stem. But you can see how I can actually get it down here further, right? And then you can actually see now, if you see this is the bolt right here that I was talking about earlier. If I take that bolt out and replace the GoPro mount with that washer, so you can see there's a little round here, that washer goes basically right there where that GoPro mount is. So it just gives you options. Same thing goes, you can actually flip it, invert it, and bring it down. Now, of course, you'll have to take the bolt out and take everything and flip it around, but now you actually have your phone down below, and then you can mount your phone in landscape mode. Let me actually show you what that looks like. So real quick, you can see here's the washer and the bolt. So I'm going to take my mount out, invert it, and actually push it up like this at 90 degrees, but under, and then come back underneath. Take that bolt. Now this bolt's not all held on there with a rubber gasket at all, so you got to be mindful of this one. But you're not really going to be doing this maybe once when you set it up, and then you're probably done doing it. Now, as you can see, I actually have it as a drop. And I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this on here real quick, just to show you what I mean by this. It just gives you more options. That's the beautiful thing about this. Now I can see it's now not sticking up. It's down below the bar. And now I can actually set my phone landscape mode. Now, I can't put it in portrait mode. It's not going to allow me to do it because my stem's here. But if you like to hold it in landscape mode and you want it dropped down, you want to get it off of the plane of the handlebar, it's just an option that you can do this. And of course, I have it set now, like I was talking about before, the button's on the top, right? And then you could see that. Let me pull this back out here again so you can see what I was talking about by changing the setup. It's real quick and easy. Of course, it's windy and cold out, so my hands are a little cool. So you can see here on this back, let me just remove this screw real quick. And like I said before, this is the same washer that you remove to put that GoPro mount on. Let me set this off to the side real quick. So you can see, let's put it back in the upright mode like I had it before. There's a square hole here, and there's a square back to this. So if you want it off to the side like traditional, or if you want to put it in the vertical mode for more of a landscape design, you can change this real quick and easy. And then once you set it, I mean, you're probably going to set it and that's going to be the end of it. So in this case, I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to put my GoPro mount back on the bottom. And the GoPro part as well also has a square washer on it that locks it into place so it doesn't turn on you. So obviously if you want it further out front, you can do it that way, or if you want to do it 90 degrees back further. So these are things that you might want to play around with that works best in your case and on your bike with your setup. And then you just kind of crank it down. Once you know you have it how you want it, then go ahead and tighten it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the handlebar. Now I find it best to get the bolt started to the point where it's not tight. It's just taut, I guess, maybe the best way to put it. A little more maybe. So that there's a little friction on it, but I can still move it, right? And then in this case, I can then line it up with my stem so it looks good in that regard. Same thing goes, I can also change the angle of it, right? And so I typically like to go with the angle of the stem at least close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that right there. So I'm going to get that a little tension, and then I'm going to get a little more tension in that direction like that. And now we're fully set back to where we were. Hey, top stories. So that is the Bike Mod Pro from Peak Design. I'm going to put links down below where you can head directly over to their Kickstarter page and check out their whole lineup. If you're watching this later, I'll try to see if I can update the links down below to their website. I'll have all the links I possibly can get you down below, so definitely check that out. I'll try to link it here at the end as well. So any questions for me at all? This is a newer product, so it is still in its beta design. Things can change a little bit from this product video. This is kind of the thing they sent me prior to the launch. They allowed me to actually take a peek at it. I was really, I want to say thank you very much to Peak Design for allowing me to show this on my channel. If you have any questions on it, let me know. Also, I do have another video on my Tech Goose channel that goes over the entire line of products, because they don't just make bike mounts for this. They make vehicle mounts, wall mounts. They're making a lot of mounts. And so I have another video of the other mounts that they sent me in addition to this bike mount as well. So check out that video if you have time as well. I'll link that down below and at the end as well. So if you have any questions for me, though, comment below, as well as head over to thebikegeeks.com, and you get a hold of me directly through that website. So thank you for sticking here to the end. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you can for me, and we'll catch you back here for another future video on, well, bikes, motorcycles, bicycles, everything. And they do offer a moto mount for this as well. So I'm really looking forward and hoping, well, I'm going to get that. One way or another, I'm going to get that moto mount. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.